Hello everyone, what are we talking about today? We're talking about the Red Pill movement. Now, I've been around the sort of, you could call it the RSD and the sort of manosphere, I'd say from 2015. You can look at my last video and I'll probably make some more about my actual physical dealings with it. But lately, obviously throughout the lockdowns, I've been sort of watching a lot of Red Pill content on YouTube. And the thing I'd say is if there's anyone out there that's really interested in that sort of rabbit hole, going down the whole Red Pill, Rollo Tomassi, Fresh and Fit, Kevin Samuels sort of thing, the thing I'd say is that this is a very vocal minority of people. A good link is if you look at the trans community. The trans community is a tiny subsect of the population that for some reason have an extremely loud and potent voice on social media, especially Twitter. On YouTube, because YouTube is primarily viewed by men, it's a very visual social media platform, you get a lot of these male spaces where a minority of men have an extremely loud voice. And these minority of men, a lot of the time, are very analytical characters. They're super smart people. I've met a lot of them at conferences and networking events. They're engineers, they're data scientists, they're really smart, analytical characters. The problem is that they're not getting actual feedback from the real world. Absolutely, some of what they say is bang on. The statistics they look at, you can't deny the statistics. And a lot of the points they make about evolutionary biology, about how male and females select mates, I think a lot of that is true. A great book to read that they don't often talk about is called The Red Queen, which goes into the constant battles in science and nature. And one of those is about male and female birds, is a scientific sort of case study they go into. The point I'm trying to make is that this vocal minority, they are not looking at the actual feedback that a lot of men and women get in the real world. If you go out into the real world and actually talk to women, this anger and this combativeness, it melts away. Now, not all the time. Of course, if you go into a club and you try and approach some women, some of them are going to be extremely catty towards you. But if you keep going out, if you keep talking to women, if you keep dating, this sort of combativeness melts away. I think sometimes when I read the news and I read the state of conflict between different races, there's a conflict between England and Scotland, for goodness sake. There's conflict all over the news. I find that as soon as I put down my smartphone and I go out into the real world and talk to actual people, these fights, these bastions that the media have, they melt away. Now, the MGTOW and Red Pill movement, they do have some points that you can't deny. The fact that the law is set up in a certain way to benefit certain groups. The statistics, especially about divorce rates, the reasons for divorce are undeniable. But I'd say that doesn't mean that you shouldn't interact with women at all. And I don't think that this sort of anger towards women is justified. I think that if you're a well-adjusted person, it doesn't mean that you have to cage yourself up in a basement constantly watching YouTube videos, flagellating yourself for the rest of your life. You can simultaneously get the lessons from Red Pill but still have an enjoyable experience with women, is the point I'm trying to make. Don't let this vocal minority of guys in their basement ruin your relationship with women. Women, they're not bad people. They're not out there trying to steal your money. And I think that, have a think about it. That's all I'm saying. All right, until next time. Bye-bye.